Hi guys, welcome to Azon Speedrun and the first video of the meat of the course. And what I want to do just to do some sort of house cleaning, so to speak, and make sure that you understand how it's working. The course is developed so you can get up and running as quickly as possible. So before we start moving into all the good stuff, and I'm going to go through the actual, in the Azon Speedrun course, this actual course, I'm going to be talking about stuff or niches and products and site setup and a lot of stuff. So you will need to have an understanding of that. And so the course wouldn't get too massive because some of you are from the Azon Kickstart course and some of you don't even know what that is. Instead of you having to get the Azon Kickstart, you can by all means. What I've done is I've put a link below this video that will allow you to check out the Azon Kickstart 2015 course. And that's for those of you that are at beginner level, or even if you're not at beginner level, say if you're at intermediate but you're looking to shape everything up, or perhaps not shape it up but shake it up even, and start over and get a whole process of exactly how I build the sites and go in depth into it. Now if you get the Azon Kickstart 2015, do work your way through it and aim to get back here as quickly as possible, because then you'll have both courses, okay? The second option for you is I've put a link to the 15-day challenge. And the 15-day challenge is something that I decided to do before I decided to do this course. And the 15-day challenge was literally created to give you a free resource that delivers a video every day and just goes through the basics of how to pick a niche, why I pick a niche the way I do, and everything that you need to know if you want to get started. So if you're not looking to spend any more money, which I completely understand, and you got this course, but you are a beginner or you're of a stage where you want to go back and start again, so to speak, check out that link below to the 15-day challenge. And the 15-day challenge, just so you know, was to build 5 sites in 2 weeks, or just over 2 weeks, 1 day over 2 weeks. And the way I suggest you use this this sort of speedrun course is with that 15-day challenge. There's stuff in that 15-day challenge, it's totally free, but there's stuff in there for motivation. And the way that works, which is a brilliant sort of side to this course, is that you receive an email every day. Now the only thing that just to let you know is that you will receive an email from the 15-day challenge if you sign up to it, and you've also got this course to work through. So the way I recommend you do it is to, if you're of a level where you need the knowledge and you need to know how to build the sites, and you struggle with stuff maybe like buying a domain name or picking a theme, or you know, because what I'm going to give you in this speedrun course, you can set the sites up exactly how you want, okay? But because I have the Azon Kickstart 2015, which is there if you want in-depth tuition, and because I have the 15-day challenge, which again will tell you exactly how to build the sites, you can build, I suggest you build them how I build them, so we're all on the same page, but you don't have to. What you will get onto the where we are now, what you get with the speedrun course is the niches picked for you, keywords picked out, and a strategy so you can get going with this stuff. Because when I developed the Kickstart courses, as I said in the intro, there's all the information there, but people get shiny object syndrome, or they get overwhelmed with all the information and don't end up getting anything done. So the way I recommend you use this course is, if you already have the knowledge of how to build the sites, then you probably don't need Azon Kickstart, and you don't even need the 15-day challenge, okay? If you already have the knowledge and you know the stuff, it's just a case of putting this stuff to work, which I'm going to go through. I'm going to give you the niches, I'm going to give you the keywords I recommend, and I'm also going to give you information on how to make the content easy and what you should do when you get your first sale and expanding and so on. And in this video I'm going to give you one of the niches. I'm actually going to give you 3 niches in this course, which will work out well if you're doing the 15-day challenge below, because you can pick 2 of your own niches. You'll have 3 that I give you now that you don't have to go for, okay? They're just ideas for you to get up and running really quickly. And let's move on straight onto it, because I want it to be a quick course and I want you to take action on this stuff. The best way to get results from this is to go and get the domain names as we go through it, and go and get the hosting like now. Again, if you're having trouble with that, if you sort of think, well, I need instructions on how to get the domain and hosting, check out the 15-day challenge below, and you get 1 video every day for like 15 days, and it will go through the whole lot, okay? If you want it all instantly, you can get the A's on Kickstart 2015 course, but bear in mind that goes in depth about every section. But you might want that. The option's there for you, and if you are confused about anything, let me know and I can answer your questions and see to it that you know what you're doing here. But let's go on. Your first niche that I'm going to show you is a weird one. But a very, very good one I recommend you take advantage of. It's not on Amazon yet, which is really strange. You're sort of thinking, well, how do I promote it? But I am almost positive it will be on Amazon. And if it, for any reason, if it doesn't end up being on Amazon, you're probably thinking, well, what's the niche? This is really strange. But it's that big a product that it had to go in the niche picks. I'll show you it. Here we go. Without further ado, the Apple iWatch, a huge product and absolutely one of the biggest products of the year. Here's why I decided to put it in the niche selection for you, and we're going to walk through the keywords. I'm going to give you some keywords to look at and some ideas to rank and how you should build the site, okay? The reason I decided to put it in here is because it will be so huge, and it literally is, it releases April the 24th, so right in line with the release of this course. So right now, that will be red hot. At the time of recording, it's not actually on Amazon, but I'm pretty sure it will be. And this is how I recommend you tackle it, okay? It's a smartwatch. So when you're thinking of a domain name to get, and I suggest you get one today and you take action on this stuff, I won't make these videos too long. I want them to be so you can take action on it, okay? And I could talk all day to you about various things and go through it, but as it is speed run, I want you to take action and get results. The main aim of this speed run is to get you that first sale. So, you know, the theory and all the stuff, and, you know, you've had plenty of that, I'm sure. You've been around the Warrior Forum, you've been around many products, I'm sure. And if you're brand new, I'm saving you a lot of time of sort of jumping around from thing to thing. The main thing is producing content, getting something out there and working really hard promoting it, either through pay-per-click or SEO, or ideally both. I'm a great believer in the fact, why not promote everything with everything out there? Pay-per-click, SEO, social media. You know, you don't have to just rest on one thing. If you're interested in in-depth traffic plans, I will touch on it a bit in this course, but again, in A's on Kickstart 2015 and the 15-day challenge, I talk a bit about traffic as well. So, back onto the Apple iWatch. The way I recommend you promote it is grab a domain name. Grab something like best smartwatch reviews, because it's a smartwatch. I recommend you do not buy the domain name like Apple iWatch or anything like that. I mean, they really will come down on you like a ton of bricks. But smartwatch, top smartwatch, best smartwatch. And you can see here, this site I'm looking at is actually techradar.com. And you can see a really good review where it goes through it. And the way I recommend you actually build the review site is you get three different versions. Watch Sport, the Watch and Watch Edition, according to this article, okay? So you can actually promote these three different types. And there's so much. You've got their complete Apple Watch price range breakdown. You can go through the prices. You can go through exactly what it does. You can play this like YouTube video. If you have a look on Tech Radar, you'll be able to see it with a search. And I recommend you use this product to build a site around, because it is too big not to promote. I'll just show you. This is the same article, but I'll just show you the keywords. So I typed in iWatch. Let me just change that a minute, actually. I mean, it'll bring up the same stuff, but I just want to... I think Apple iWatch is a bit better. Okay, Apple iWatch. What you want to do, so you want to grab a pen and paper now, and we're exploring the first niche, is you want to look through this, through the ad group ideas and look at keyword ideas. And the reason you want to pounce on this is because the competition right now is low, and it won't be, okay? We know it won't be. But the way I recommend when you're building the site, because we have the product and it's such a red hot product for this specific niche, there's like 3 products. I do a page for each of the products, so let's go back and have a look really quickly. So you'd have the Apple iWatch Sport, Apple Watch and Apple Watch Edition. They may change the names, but there will still be people searching on them, okay? And you've even got a lot of searches where people are typing in specific, how much is the Apple iWatch going to be? So the way I recommend you do it is have pages, and you'll see this in the Kickstart 2015 course or the 15-day challenge. You're going to have the products, which are the Apple iWatches, the variants of that, and you're going to have pages for them, and you're going to do an in-depth review on each one, okay? When we get on to the content made easy, in this course I'm going to explain how to write the content to make sure that you rank or have the best chance of ranking, okay? But you basically want to do an in-depth review and cover all the points about the Apple iWatch. I'll just go back to ad group ideas so you can see. And you're going to have a site surrounding like smartwatch, Apple smartwatch price. I mean, look at these searches and so on, and look at this, iWatch date, iWatch release date. You'll have pages on your site with like 3 product reviews, okay? And the 3 product reviews will be the 3 variants of the watches. But all these posts you can build on your site with generic key phrases, Apple iWatch prices. You're going to get a load of traffic coming into your site that is laser targeted to this product, and that's what I really recommend you do. There's other things you can do, so look through there, and what you want to do is just get a pen and paper. You've also got a link to Keyword Advantage as well if you want it. I've also put a video of a review of Keyword Advantage. It's really great, and it will allow you to do keyword research if you like that type of thing. It's not needed absolutely to follow, but it will just tell you, it goes through a few criteria, exactly what I'm going to show you now, and it allows you to see what's easier to rank for. But you can see here all the phrases. What I recommend you do is you look through some of the ad group ideas for Apple iWatch, and you definitely get all the low ones, anything over 2,000 searches a month. When is the Apple iWatch coming out? I mean, you could do a whole article on that on your site, and that's why it is so vital that you take action on this niche. It will be absolutely huge. The other 2 niches I'm going to show you are going to be a bit more sort of mainstream and a bit easier, if you will, because it's like a bit of a strange one, this, but you can see how huge this is going to be. And when we go to Google Trends, it just gives you an Apple. It gives you an idea of the Apple iWatch and how popular it is. I mean, this is going right up to 100, which doesn't mean 100 searches. It means 100 is the most popular. And it won't let me forecast on it, but you can tell it's going to be absolutely huge. Also gives you some of the queries that are rising, and some of the top ones as well. And then when we go into Google itself, Apple iWatch, the other thing that you want to write down is all these keywords, searches related, and have a look at them. Because if we type this in quotes, at the moment there's only 754,000 competing results for Apple iWatch, and that is competitive, but nowhere near as competitive as you would think for such a red hot product. What you do is, when you look at the first page, you probably won't, and you'll see this in the 15-day challenge or Amazon Kickstart, but you're not looking to beat these sites, okay? What you're looking to do is, when you build the sites, you will get picked up on all sorts of different phrases. I mean, for instance, 15,000 searches on an Apple smartwatch. But let me find a more strange one for you. So here we go. Let's go back up. Here we go, Apple iWatch pre-order. If you had an article on that, you could get picked up on all derivatives of that phrase. You see here, Apple iWatch pre-order date, pre-order iWatch, iWatch pre-order, and so on. How to order iWatch, low. You can also have a look at the bidding price. This is what people are paying, or the suggested bid, and the higher it is, let me just click on that, the better it is converting, because people are bidding on it. So if you had an article on your site, iWatch pre-order date, $1.70 suggested, so you can tell they will do well, and that's what I recommend you do. You get all of those keywords, and you just take, what I'd do is I'd start off in blocks, okay, and I'd take 10 of the best keywords and I'd flesh out your site. I'd go to the content. If you want to do this niche, I'd grab a domain name and I'd grab a something like smartwatch reviews, best smartwatch reviews, something like that, because there will be more that you can put on the site. And I'd start it off specifically with Apple iWatch. Check out some of these articles to get the information. Check out the content section and get the pages for each of the watches, the 3 different variants, and then flesh out your posts with relevant key phrases, and keep going, and then go to the promotion section and promote the site, and that will do really well. That's your first niche. I did say it'd be fast. Take action on it. Just grab a domain name today, grab hosting, and if you don't know how to do it, check out Amazon Kickstart 2015 or the 15-day challenge, because I go into specifics about that stuff. Ask here as well. I'm here to help if you need any help with the niche, any sort of, you want to clear up anything. And I will be giving you another niche if for some strange reason this doesn't sell on Amazon. You know, it won't be on Amazon as quick as the Apple store, but it's definitely going to be on there, I think. And if it's not, I'll get you another niche. But take action on this, guys. It's well worth doing. And it's, well, the other thing is about $400 for this, so it's really, really good commissions. Okay, guys, that's your first niche. Move on, and I will give you your second one. Cheers, guys.